Welcome back, ladies and gents. Thanks for being on my channel, following my journey with Benzo Withdrawal. Hope you guys had a good Memorial Day weekend. Maybe you had some time to rest or even see some family. To me, it's very important. You know, we pass a lot of our time just working all the time, and we hardly see our family. So hopefully you guys had a good one. I did have a good one, thank God. So let's get right to it. Something that I was thinking about this morning. Randomly I get some ideas, and I just want to throw it out there before I forget, because I will forget. I recently had like a weird morning, you can say, with some just some symptoms or side effects, if you want to call it, of the tapering. I don't want to come out exactly and say what it was, but let's just say it was something a little bit scary. But that kind of got me thinking, and it kind of reminded me of what I told myself I would do in this situation. Because whenever you're tapering, it doesn't matter if it's Klonopin, Xanax, Valium, Ativan, Librium, whatever. If it's a GABAergic, if it's a benzo, if whatever it is, you can experience some crazy side effects, crazy symptoms. But what I really want to hammer down on is the fact that we need to really come to we need to accept and expect these things to happen. Now, one problem I had very early on, I'm probably about 4.5 months, 5 months into tapering still, so I'm still taking a low dose of Klonopin every day, and I cut it down every week. But in the very beginning, I did not know what to expect, and it would freak me out. I would get really freaked out, get really scared. But that's something over these last 4.5 months, something that I've really learned is I need to come to expect things to happen to me. I need to expect it, and then I need to accept it. And here's why. The other day, this is just yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago, one of those days, I woke up, and for some reason, mornings are not the best time for anyone, especially if you're going through benzo withdrawal. I believe that has something to do with your adrenaline or your cortisol ramping up early in the morning, trying to get you going. And for those in benzo recovery or withdrawal, it kind of throws us in a bad loop. So I was experiencing something I hadn't experienced in a long time, and it kind of freaked me out. It freaked my wife out, but it went away. And that really had me thinking. I need to, whenever something happens, symptom-wise, that's weird or sometimes downright scary, we should really just let it go. Because what else can we do? Honestly, think about it. Let's just say you wake up one morning and your legs feel like they want to take off running, because that sometimes happens to me. I wake up and it feels like my legs just jump off my body and just go run down the street by themselves. Restless leg or whatever you want to call it. That's how it feels. It feels like your legs are just are hooked up to an extension cord, and they got too much energy and they want to go. And whenever you're first waking up and you start feeling that, it's on top of all the other things that you feel. It freaks you out, and it makes you just fall into this spiral of negativity, and this spiral of just being scared, and it lasts all day long. It ruins your day. So that's my advice to you guys and to myself. Whenever something happens, because it could happen, I'm not saying that once you start withdrawing from benzos, you're going to have X, Y, and Z, because everybody is different. Some people don't experience as much. Some people experience it heavier. I myself was on high doses for a couple of years, around 3 years, maybe 4 years, to be exact. So I consider myself more of a severe case. So it would be kind of ignorant of myself to think that I'm not going to experience certain things when it comes to symptoms during my taper. Now, once you learn to kind of expect, I'm not saying like, okay, well, expect yourself to have X, Y, and Z, so, there's no hope for you. What I'm saying is, expect for something, if something happens symptom-wise, you get like you have memory problems. Me, I have really bad memory problems. Sometimes I wake up and I'm in a state of confusion, or I have audit, what do you call it? Like you hear certain things that are not there or not real. I have really bad tinnitus all of a sudden. It gets really, really loud. So the point, my wife is saying something to me. And I'm, huh? Okay, what? But what can I do about it? I can't go in there and dig it out of my ear. That's just part of it. That's just part of withdrawal. The more I fight it, the more I get upset and depressed and angry. It makes it all worse. So once you come to expect these things to happen, once you expect that something new can pop up at any time, you can suddenly just feel like dog crap, or you can have a dizzy spell, or you can have a really bad night of sleep. Like last night, I went to bed at a good time, around 10 o'clock or 10:30, but I could not fall asleep. I took melatonin and I still could not fall asleep. I slept a couple of hours and I woke up feeling like crap, but this is not the first time it's happened. It's not going to be the last. You just got to power through it. I know everyone says, oh, like if you were dealing with this, you wouldn't be saying, like, be positive about it. But I am going through it. I deal with a lot of things I haven't mentioned yet. And I do it for a reason, because whenever you look at a video when it comes to benzo withdrawal, what are you going to find? 9 times out of 10, it'll be somebody saying, look at me experiencing this. And like, it just freaks you out. It's capable of ruining your whole day. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep in mind that you need to learn to expect and accept whenever something happens, and then it goes away that much quicker. Believe me, it goes away. Even though it may come back sometime in the future, it goes away for right now if you take its power from it. If you wake up in the morning and you're shaking a little bit, it's okay. It's okay. You had a bad night of sleep, it's okay. You had nightmares all night, you woke up sweating, it's okay. Because this is temporary. This is just a consequence of us being on benzodiazepine medication and withdrawing from the medication. But you're only going to have to go through this one time if you never reinstate. Keep that in mind. You're never going to have to go through this again. So even if your recovery takes a little while, accept it and let time move on. Let time do its thing. Because whether we think the time isn't moving, time is moving. And we will recover. We'll get better. Even though our mind tells us that we won't, or that we're going to be in this state for 5 years or whatever. It's not true. You will recover. Look out for my next video, guys. If you enjoy what I talk about or the things I say, please like, subscribe, so you can follow my journey. And I appreciate the guys, people that comment or whatever, or let me know If you have suggestions or something, feel free to let me know. And you guys be safe. Have a good day. And until next time.